place now. So initially, Janet Jackson, and by the way, people should be sending their condolences to her because didn't her brother Tito Jackson just pass away? I don't hear anybody talking about that, but nevertheless, people want to cancel her because of her political views, quote unquote. There's this mindset that if you challenge or even question anyone from the Democratic Party, that you're a Trump supporter. So that's what these fools is trying to label Janet as, a legend, right? Who's been a fixture in she's basically 58 years old. She's been a legend since day one, since she came out the womb. And I mean, she's been a part of black culture forever, not necessarily in the politics. I've never even heard her voice, her viewpoint or anything. But when the Guardian, the people who interviewed her asked her specifically, what do you feel about Kamala being the first black female president? She said, well, you know, what they supposedly said, she's not black. That's what I heard, that she's Indian. And people got pissed off about that. You know what I mean? She went and said that her father's white. And there's nothing wrong with that, but she was just saying what it is. And people started coming up with nasty comments. What about your nephews and Michael and the surgeries? And I'm like, damn. I'm like, so y'all about to cancel Janet Jackson, a legend, one of the few legends that could still sell out stadiums. She was doing it last summer. It wasn't just Beyonce. Y'all are really gonna cancel her over this? I'm like, y'all really need to check yourselves. I'm with you, Lil Duval. I don't know why they tripping on Janet Jackson. They bugging, bro. Because I'm sitting here reading this statement over and over. I'm like, what are y'all upset about? So then came this statement. Someone who claims to be Janet's publicist or manager reported to BuzzFeed, and this is why I had to do the video over, because they had moonwalked Janet's comments, because so much backlash has been out there from fans, black Twitter, these black blogs. And initially they put out this false apology that says Kamala deeply respects Vice President Kamala Harris. I mean, Janet deeply respects Vice President Kamala Harris and her accomplishments as a black and Indian woman. Janet apologizes for any confusion caused and acknowledges the importance of an accurate representation in public discourse. So that was the moonwalk apology. And I was like, really? And now, as if the last hour or two, come to find out that was fake, that was false, that was not an apology, and that was not something that Janet said. I'm like, well, damn, now that makes sense. So a little bit of confusion out there. But that is not what, the truth. That is not what it is. It says, someone says, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know the answer to that because truthfully, I don't think either way it's going to, what is she saying? It's going to cause mayhem. Either way, Janet Jackson did not apologize. So for that, people are going crazy and they're ripping her. And now D.L. Hughley is at the lead of all of this. D.L. Hughley, the comic, D.L. Hughley, who apologized to Kamala and backed down on his words, lifelong California resident who scorned her on his radio show about her being a horrible prosecutor and sending black men to jail left and right. He is now on the prowl. He's been voted. He's basically said on document that he'll do anything it takes to get her in office. And now he's going at Janet. He's making jokes about her having a nose surgery and how she doesn't look or resemble anything like she did when she was Penny on Good Times. All right, that's just a 58-year-old woman. How many women in their late 50s look exactly how they did when they were 12? Come on, DL. That was, 1976 or whatever? What are we talking about, bro? I blame, this is when I bring in age, and I'm not trying to slant nobody's age. I love my older black folks, my OGs. Y'all are keeping fools like this relevant. One of the smartest things I did a few years ago, I unplugged myself from black FM radio, Breakfast Club, D.L. Hughley, Ricky Smiley. I stopped listening to all of that trash because those people are put in place to program you to think a certain way as a group thinker. And a lot of y'all are still on that plantation. Yeah, when you turn on D.L. Hughley every day, y'all are the problem. And who was really listening to that? It ain't people in their 20s listening to Steve Harvey every morning or D.L. Hughley. It's the older black folks. Y'all are keeping these people in business. D.L. Hughley's core audience is 40 to 55. I guarantee you. You know what I mean? Y'all are keeping these folks around. This dude is a clown. We supposed to cancel Janet Jackson because she questioned Kamala's ethnicity. This woman's mixed all up. People are confused. They don't know if she's Indian, Asian, black. What's the problem? They don't want anyone with influence to influence people to think for themselves. If because she's not on the bandwagon like Tracy Ellis Ross, Jennifer Lopez, Meryl Streep, and all these other people you see they got pushing Kamala, Chris Rock. She's not doing that. She just asking a regular question. It's like once you question anything, these people hate it. Like you think they got Roland Martin out here growling at people every week, whether it's Faison Love, Tyrese, Jermaine Dupri questioned something a few weeks ago. They scolded him too. So like these are like the bloodhounds of the Democratic Party, man. And D.L. Hughley, I'm sure, will have a lot to say about Janet Jackson, especially now that he realizes that this so-called apology is not true. You know what I mean? It's not real, but it's like, come on, bro. Y'all want us to turn on Janet Jackson? And this ain't even got nothing to do with her just being a sex symbol and being fine. It's like, come on, bro. And it's a few days ago, these people were, oh man, Tito's gone and Tito, and now here it is, 180. Oh, Janet ain't got no sense. She's ignorant. And I'm seeing the comments these people is. I'm like, y'all are out of y'all minds. I can't believe she's supporting Mr. Orange Man. I'm like, what? She didn't say she supports him. Like, in these people's minds, you can't question anything. If you even question anything, let alone say anything objective, you are on the enemy side. And by the way, most of these people are only voting just to see somebody lose. These people are losers themselves. You got to have a loser mentality to even think like that. But yeah, this is where we've come to. But yeah, you guys are keeping folks like this in business. You turning on Steve Harvey in the morning, people like y'all, you are to blame. You listening to D.L. Hughley in the afternoons, you are to blame. Tune these people the hell out. Like I say, when I stopped listening to all of that trash and I just start listening to sports talk radio now, my mind is so much more clear now. It's like that song, I can see clearly now, right? Yeah, because I was like, yo, these niggas ain't making no sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, they are not. These people are talking about the complete opposite of what's in your best interest. Because they going to get a paycheck regardless. And speaking of paycheck, let me hit at this. Chingy was supposed to be performing at some kind of Republican convention. Now, Chingy, I'm not counting his pockets. I don't know how relevant, what streaming, what he's getting for money these days. But he was supposed to get a bag to do this. Now, y'all are picky and wishy-washy because Lil Wayne, who y'all was crying about a few weeks ago, Wayne won't be in the Super Bowl. Didn't he endorse Trump? Yes, he did. Look at this picture, right? Your savior, your hip-hop savior, he endorsed Trump. Y'all was cool with that, but y'all made Chingy feel so bad that he turned down probably the biggest bag offer he had all year. God knows how much they offered him, and he turned it down and said he's bowing out. He's not going to do it because the peer pressure of the black social media delegation has shut him down. That's a damn shame. Howard Bailey, Chingy, that's his name. He can't get his bag because he's scared of y'all. I'll be damned. If it's okay for Charlemagne and them to get a bag from the left, why he can't get a bag? If we going to this point, I mean, it's right, it's wrong is wrong regardless. But I mean, come on, bro. You gonna let somebody's opinion, people say all money ain't good money. Hey, a lot of y'all making money doing way worse with no shame than what Chingy was doing. Come on, man. But yeah, let me know what y'all think in the comments. Hit the like button, help the channel. Janet Jackson being trashed by black social media all up and down for asking questions.